Hey guys, welcome to another video at Sweevel's Garage. This video will be on the CLAPTOR again. We have a little bit more stuff to do to make it less annoying to drive, put it that way. So we're gonna be doing brakes because when I hit my brakes, the wheels shake after we got the Boss 02 in Virginia. The mountains in the trailer with the car in the back just wasn't feeling the brakes. So I think we warped the rotors, so I got rotors and pads, sorry. And then when you open the doors, they click because the door checks or straps, whatever you want to call them, are bad, which is very common in this body style. And when they go bad, the door hits the door hinge and pretty much messes the door up forever. So I'm going to change those before that happens. And everything's in the mail. And when they get here, we'll be getting to the doors. So let's get to it. Next thing up, guys, common. Kind of heard it click a little. That clicking. So is these things, the straps. So I got two new ones. We're gonna throw them on here quick. You kind of got to take all this paneling out, reach back there because they go through the inside. So when I do these, I like doing them in the driveway that's leaning back. So the door's not gonna hit the fender without the strap. Like if you just have some weird incident, the door will shut instead of go the other way. So kiddo's out here hanging out. So I'm gonna get these things replaced. If I run into anything weird, I'll kind of tell you, but I think they're pretty self-explanatory. Starting with the passenger side, guys, I popped this panel off, just clips off. And then also the fuse cover down here just clips off also. And then you can kind of see back here, there's a air cover that I had to pull back, and then now you got to reach your hand back there. They do not make this easy. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff up there, but I'm gonna reach from underneath into here, into this hole. I don't want to take this completely out because it looks like it'll be a pain to get back. But this thing goes inside like that, and then you grab it from the inside. So I'm gonna have my hand in there and grab this, pull it in, and feed the new one through. Okay, guys, got it back together all pissed off. Here's what they give you. I emailed them, they're like, they work for both sides, but they don't. So you can see, you flip it front left, front right. But as you can see, when the angle's right, which is front right, this piece is flipped. Well, I tried to do it this way and it doesn't like that. The angle's wrong. It doesn't like it. So I tried to press it out, it just messed it all up. It's just China crap anyways. They said it's OEM on eBay and it's just China. So I'm gonna order through my Ford and get the actual right part because I don't want bindage and stuff. So buyer beware, don't buy on eBay. All right guys, it's been a couple days. I ordered from a different guy, and as you can see, both say front right, and see how these are on differently. And you can see the part numbers. This one's like a China one, there's nothing, and then this one's OEM. So you can kind of see the difference. So if you order online and they say it's OEM and it's this, they're lying. So let's get this thing on, it'll actually work, and go from there. Just like that, got her in. So much easier when it's the right part, and you can hear how smooth it is, none of those clicks. If you guys want the right part, that is the part number for the passenger side. I didn't order the driver's side yet, so we'll get that here soon. All right guys, for this side, it's the same thing. Take that thing off, and then here, this snaps off like that. Pulls out, and then it's kind of the same deal. You'll see I have the flap already open back there, right here. Reach around. So 13 and a 10. And this, for this side, here's the part number. I just got it in today from Ford. So in my opinion, I wouldn't mess around with that China crap. So I'm gonna get this thing swapped out quick and move on. Just like that, guys, got it on. As you can see, no clicking anymore. So if your door clicks when you open and shut it, usually twice, this thing is bad. So you can see all the lines in this one. Obviously this is stock with 250,000 miles. So the door's opened a lot, but now I'll just throw it back together and move on. There we have it, guys. Got the door checks done. If you guys have the annoying clicking, that's how you do it. Pretty easy, pretty simple to do yourself, to be honest. I wouldn't go to the dealer or anything. Well, guys, next thing for Old Blue, you can see she's in my garage at home, which is very rare for her. She usually sits outside, but we ordered some drilled and slotted rotors off good old eBay, so hopefully they're correct. I'm gonna open them and check, but since we went and got the Boss 02 in Virginia, those mountains weren't very good on the brakes on this, so they've been squeaking. The rear rotors are really warped. Shakes really bad when I hit the brakes, so I'm gonna get these rotors out, see if they're correct, and then we're gonna have to go to the parts store and get some pads if they are. But pulled out the beauties, get the truck in here, and man, if you have one of these, the batteries suck in them. Like, it literally dies all the time, and I don't even, I know I let it sit close to these other ones. It sits close on both sides so I don't lock it, because then the alarm always comes on and off and it kind of kills it. But man, even with it unlocked, it's still, I haven't driven it in like a week and it barely started, and it's a brand new battery. Like, they just drain batteries. It's weird. So I'm letting her run for a while. Let's get these tires off and see if these things are correct. Well, it came apart pretty easy. Pads are pretty gone, like pretty gone. So they had a thing, but look how nice this thing is. 250,000 miles. Look at that. If you have a Gen 1, this is pretty dang nice. Not bad at all. Never undercoated. Look at the rockers. Something to brag about. But anyways, back to this. These could probably get replaced. I don't know how much they should have, but I never use the e-brake ever, so I'm just gonna leave them. Look how nice these drilled and slotted rotors are. Pretty spiffy. And I didn't know that they did come with pads, so I don't gotta go to the parts store, which is good, but at the same time it's bad because I kind of wanted to take the Hawk out. I haven't driven her for a while, but she's gonna have to just wait, I guess. So let's get this side changed. Other side, they look correct so far, so that's good. And I gotta make sure I put those things the right way so my friends don't give me shit. I always gotta overthink that, so let's get these things on. Well, guys, usually the rotors come off like a pain, but this, of course, on each rotor, it's still kind of hot. I had one side free and one side not, so I had to keep spraying PB, and then I heated it up. Luckily, I didn't melt the rubbers. They got a little hot, but they're not melted. And now I'll wire wheel them like this and then grease them up. They should work just fine now. We'll clean it out in there too, but it's always something. It could have been done. It could have been on the front, but that's how it works. You guys know that. Boom, baby. Look at those babies. Holy cow. Freaking shiny. Got them on. Wasn't too bad. Just those stupid pins kind of took a second, but everything else went right on. I recommend this kit so far, but we still have the front, so I waited. I'm gonna rotate the tires while I'm doing this because it's due for an oil change. So that'll be next here. Obviously, I'm not gonna show you guys an oil change, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So let's see if the front ones fit. Will they fit? These fit good. Well, boys, a little update. I want to show you how clean this thing is again. Just kidding. But anyways, got lucky. Both rear had one stuck thing. These pins, nice and smooth. So lube them back up. That'll be easy. Brake pads, pretty good. Probably 50% or better. But we're going to change them anyway, obviously. But they work. So highly recommend the eBay, boys. I'll put the link in the description for you guys. Because drilled and slotted, baby. This thing's a race truck now. So let's get this thing on. Should go quick. Hopefully the other side is just as good. Cross our fingers. Look at that. This side was very easy, but The pistons were hard to get in. I don't have my tool here. It's at the shop, so I'm just using the pry bar, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. But got it. And now we have one left, and then we're gonna be out driving it. So I'm gonna get this thing done, get the wheels back on, and we're gonna go test these things. And hopefully the shake is gone, but pretty sure it's gonna be pretty fancy. All right, guys, I know I said I wouldn't do no more, but I ran into a little issue, and I don't want you guys to do it because you're like me and you're just kind of in a hurry. But anyways, the front pads are a little different. You can see there's 4 nipples, one. This goes on the piston side. Well, remember I said the other side, the pistons were being, you know what? They were hitting these pins because I had 2 pin things on the other side. So I had to go take the tire back off. So for you guys, if you're still watching, remember, front pads are a little different. I know you should look at them in the box, but I was in a hurry. Usually I'll just let it slide, but today I was like, I kind of feel like doing the job right. So here we are. Don't forget it. All right, guys, got her done. Man, I used to love working in the garage. That's why I have a toolbox in there, because I said I would still do it. And after this brake job, I don't think I'll ever work in my garage again. The hoist would have saved me like 3 hours and tools. But anyways, we're coming up to the first stop, so I'm gonna hit my brakes and see if the shake went away. Here we go. Woo! Smooth like butter. No more squeak too. Holy hell, it's been squeaking for months. I'm gonna keep driving around the block because I enjoy this so much. But anyways, back to working in the garage. If I have any females watching this and your husband's out doing a brake job on your car, and when he comes in, you yell at him because he's taking too long, yeah, don't do that. After today, my knees hurt, my back hurts, and I'm tired. And at the shop, none of that would feel like that. So maybe instead of complaining, you should probably just give him like a tuggy tug or something. Appreciate him a little bit. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. The CLAPTOR is just getting better and better. Now we got drilled and slotted brakes, which I feel about as cool as the guys with EcoBoost have EcoBeast on the side. You know, just something little, but it's not very cool. All right, guys, we got the surprise for the truck before I got the video done editing, so we're gonna take a look at this. Huge shout out to Don for going to grab them for me because I'm busy and they were an hour and a half away. So we got them. Let's go check them out. All right, guys, what do we got here? Boom. If you're a Gen 1 Raptor guy, you know these are the holy grails for stock wheels, or any wheels in that matter. Factory forged bead locks. I think I'm gonna do the rings in blue, but I'm not sure yet. That's all the damage on all of them, is just a little bit on the rings. So let me know what you guys think. Next video on the Raptor, we'll try to get it tinted for once. I need to stop using it for a week to do that, and then maybe we'll be throwing these on. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys liked the video and the progress on the Raptor. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.